Hello everyone and welcome back to our Let's Play Ever 17 for the PC. My name is FlightlessBird, this is your Sora gaming channel, and today we're going to continue on with route number 2, which I assume is the Sora route. Although, again, it's hard to tell in this game exactly, you know, if that's exactly true. I would think it's true, because everything in this route so far seems to be pointing to Sora. But we'll just have to wait and see to the end to find out exactly which route it's going to be. Hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic day today, as we're looking at our context here on what was the last thing that happened. And we're going with Sora to the dolphin carousel where we can talk. So that's where we're picking up today's episode, and then we were off riding the dolphins on the carousel. Oh, look at the artwork already! We are like 1 minute into the episode, and already there is artwork that makes me go, God, so pretty. And again, with that green light coming off her, oh, she is gorgeous. Sora turned on the power to the carousel and got on before quickly taking off. I rode on the dolphin next to her. The ride pulsated with vibrant colors as it revolved around the space. I hadn't ridden a carousel since my childhood, but I didn't feel strange about it. I will say, out of the 3 carousels that we've ridden on this channel, between the Somnium Files and Silent Hill, I will say that Ever 17's carousel is by far my favorite. In fact, it was fun. My heart skipped a few beats. Thank you.
Eh?
I'm sorry. Thank you, Sora, for your help.
Follow. So desu ka?
My help? Just keep it at that. Thank you.
いえ、そんな。私の方こそ、いろいろ倉成さんにお世話になってますし。
No, I should be the one thanking you. You have helped me so much. Oh, look, now she's got her eyes closed. I'm sorry, this artwork is just so adorable.
それに、小町さんにも田中さんにも、ココちゃんに少年さん、皆さんに感謝しています。
Komachi-san, Tanaka-san, Koko-chan, Kid-san. I am indebted to everyone. Why is... Oh, hold on. Why did she call Koko-chan Koko-chan and Kid-san Kid-san? Isn't Kid and Coco like the same age? I mean, I know Coco looks like she's younger, but I mean, she's an AI. She should know this stuff, right?
私はここ数日で
I'm sorry. Indebted? Well, lately I have felt
人が生きるということに改めて触れている気がしているんです。
I feel like I've gained a new perspective on human life.
みんな諦めないで立ち向かって工夫して。
Everyone holds the ground and they fight and try to figure out ways to survive.
これまでレミューの業務の中では私はそんな人たちの行いにほとんど触れたことがありませんでした。
In all the time that I have spent here at Lemieux, I have not ever really been with people. Well, yeah.
もしもですけど、
It was.
もしもここに何も起きず、いつもと変わりない光景が繰り返されていたとしたら。
This microcosm, day after day of the same scenery. Nothing changed. Nothing happened.
人々が本当にそこに生きているということに、私はずっと気づかなかったのかもしれません。
I did not care what happened to the people here.
だから私はこの機会と出会いに感謝したい。
But now I am grateful I have met with this opportunity.
今この瞬間も、
And I am happy that even at this moment,
このような閉塞的な状況にあっても、みんな生きていこうって。
despite what happened in this dour situation, people are still striving to live.
明日を信じて生きているんですよね。
Come on, everybody. Believe in tomorrow so you can live today. Well, yeah.
あ、すいません。
Oh, I'm sorry. Sora shrugged, embarrassed.
私、また不謹慎なことばかり言ってしまって。
I am always saying things I should not. I didn't mean to gush.
ごめんなさい。本当に。デリカシーが欠けてますよね、私。
I'm sorry. Really, I was really lacking refinement. Aw, she's so cute. I really like Sora. No, it's fine. I laughed it off, waving my hand to show her it didn't matter. You never saw Lemieux when it was empty? From the time he came to Lemieux and started working, there have always been people. It's natural that there should be things you didn't know, that you had doubts and made mistakes.
確かにそうなんですけどね。
I suppose you are right. So, don't worry about it.
皆さんの脱出経路をきちんと確保できればいいんですけど、通信系の回復だって。
It would be great if we could ensure that everybody has an escape route, but even the communications are still... Well, that's alright. I know it's difficult. We're not expecting the impossible. We haven't even found a safe route out of here. Rather than us looking for an escape route haphazardly, I think it would be best for us to wait for help.
そうですね。
Yes, I think you are right. I think that's a horrible idea. Last time we tried to do that, things didn't end up too well. Sora let out a soft sigh and smiled.
そうだ、倉成さん。ここから脱出できたら、まず何がしたいですか？
Tell me, Kiranari-san, after you escape from here, what's the first thing you want to do? Well, I know that I want to eat something other than a kiosk sandwich. Well, there's a great restaurant close to my home. It's run by a nice old lady. She gets along with everybody. She's got a round face, kind of like a classic car. Okay.
クラシックカー？
A classic car?
ビートルでしょうか？
Do you mean like a beetle? Right. You know, just like that beetle. That Aunt Beetle makes a mean bowl of miso ramen. Aunt Beetle. I wonder how she's doing right now.
なんだかおかしいです。
You are funny.
ここを出て最初に会いたい人がそのおばちゃんなんですか？
You get out of this place, and the first person you want to see is an old woman. Actually, I think he cares more about seeing the food, but you know. Oh, is that weird?
いえ、その
No, not really.
倉成さん、お付き合いをしている女性とかいらっしゃらないのですか？
Isn't there a girl waiting for you back home? I really wish there was. One day, FlightlessBird. One day. Yeah. Unfortunately, no. There's no woman waiting for me back at home for this FlightlessBird. But, you know, you never know. Nope, you never know. So, yeah, to answer your question, no one is waiting for me, out there. We, broke up a long time ago. And it was a clean break, if you know what I mean.
そうですか。では倉成さんは恋をなさったことがあるのですね。
I see, you've been in love before. I wouldn't put it that way. Well, our relationship wasn't your perfect love story. But I have been in love.
素晴らしいです、倉成さん。
Wow, that's great, Kiranari-san. Sora smiled slightly. Hey, stop teasing me. You're making me all embarrassed.
素晴らしいですよ。
But it's really fantastic. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'd much rather love than lost than never love at all. I don't know how people feel about that, but me personally, yeah, that would be nice. Oh, the dudes. I was pretty sure my face was as red as a boiled crab by then. And imagine it only made it worse, that was for sure.
だって私はないんです。
Well, I've never been... what?
私したことないんです。
I've never... never what? Oh, come on, Takeshi! You know exactly what she's trying to say. Why are you gonna embarrass a girl like that?
経験がないんです。
Never had that experience. What experience? Oh, dear Lord, Takeshi, get a clue, man! Oh, the dots.
恋とは何でしょう？
What is love? Sora suddenly put on a serious face.
私は知りたくなりました。
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know too. I'm with you on that. Sora and I, you know, normally I say I like it when the protagonists are on the same page, but I mean, technically, Sora could be a protagonist too, so I like it when we're on the same page, Sora, you and I.
恋とは何でしょう。
What is love?
方法、手段、意味、目的。
Tell me its how, its method, its meaning, its purpose.
なぜ恋をするのでしょうか。
Why do you love?
どうしたら恋ができるんでしょうか。
How does one go about loving? Sora was firing off one question after another. And they did seem to me like easy questions to answer.
倉成さんは恋の経験者ですよね。
Kurenai-san, you are someone who has loved. Oh, it was coming.
恋とは何なのか、
What is love?
どんなものなのか説明してはいただけないでしょうか。
Can you explain it and help me understand it? I can't explain it? I can't explain it. Well, I like this answer because I love when the protagonists are on the same page. I really can't explain it, my friends. Well, let's see.
はい。
Yes. I try to buy myself time by lengthening sounds, as if I had an answer on the tip of my tongue. Love. What was love? I've never really thought that seriously about it. Wasn't there some other way I could describe it? No. I had to think. I had to think about it. What was love? How could I explain love to someone who had never experienced it? Love. What is love? Yeah, all the eyeing dots. Dang it. I was running out of air. Well, I give up. No more air left. Huh? My brain couldn't work properly with such little oxygen.
どうなさったんですか、倉成さん。
What's the matter, Kurenari-san? For no reason, my heart started beating wildly again.
あまり無理をしないでくださいね。体を壊してしまいますよ。
Don't try too hard, Kurenari-san. You're falling apart. Sora stood up straight.
では、そうですね。自答してみましょう。
Alright, I will try to answer my own question.
私は私なりの見解を述べます。
Let me express my notion of love. Sora began to speak.
私はこう仮定します。
Let us imagine a flower.
花々は恋をしますか？
Can a flower love?
しないような気がします。
It seems to me it cannot.
少なくとも人間の目からは理解できる恋の行動は見られないようです。
At least from the perspective of human beings, flowers don't act in any way that can be viewed as love.
動物たちは恋をしますか？
What about animals? Do they love?
するかもしれませんし、しないかもしれません。
They may love, they may not.
恋であるように見える行動がある種の動物にはあります。
Some animals seem to act out of love. We have observed this to an extent.
しかしその真意は分かりません。
But perhaps animals do not understand the true meaning of love.
人間でいうところの恋と同義であるかどうかは不明です。
It's unclear whether it is the same as the human definition of love.
人間は恋をしますか？
Do humans love?
はい。人は恋します。
Yes, I believe so.
恋。それは
Love is.
つまり人に備わった不可思議な機能なのです。
Love is one of those mysterious things that people are programmed to do.
人間が生殖を行う上での一つの機能であり、
One of its functions is reproduction.
それでいて生殖そのものからは独立したものであるところの
But that appears to be a function independent of love. Still. But Sora continued to speak, so I cut my hand over her mouth. All the questionable thoughts. I put my hand over her mouth, but I couldn't feel her lips. Hey, hold up, slow down. I couldn't tell if her lips were warm or not. All the dots. It somehow felt as if something were there, but then again, maybe it was my imagination. I felt, trying to see if there was some sort of warm feeling. Well, let's see. Let me tell you what I think. Why does a rose bloom? Why does a canary sing? Out the dots. Sora just stood there, blinking at me. Her eyes were fixed on me. Love is not rational. It's not something you try to explain through logic. It's something that is planted in the depths of your heart and steadily blossoms into something beautiful. Aw, that's really poetic, Takeshi. And sweet. I was gonna say sweet, but I think poetic is a better word. Well, if something goes wrong, the flower might wilt and die. Alright, well there goes the poetic and sweet out the window. But if the love is true, it may bear amazing fruit. Alright, poetic's back. There is no rhyme nor reason to the process of love. Even if you do find reason in it, love isn't an emotion that you can control easily. Love is something that visits like wakefulness after a slumber. Just as we awaken in the morning to begin our day. We are put on this earth for the purpose of love. To live is to love. To ask what is the meaning of love is to ask what is the meaning of life. I slowly removed my hand from her lips. My hand was slightly sweaty and warm. Sora, what do you think of my explanation? I might have borrowed bits and pieces from elsewhere, but I don't think it's all wrong. No, actually, I believe it's right. Did you understand? Did you understand what I said, Sora? Sorry, Sora nodded silently.
バラは咲くために生まれた。
Roses are born to blossom.
カナリアは歌うために生まれた。
Canaries are born to sing.
人は恋するために生まれた。
Humans are born to love.
そう考えるのはとても素敵なことですね。
I think that is a beautiful way of thinking. A smile appeared on her lips.
もしバラに意識があるとしても、バラ自身は咲くために生きているとは思っていないでしょう。
However, even if a rose is born to bloom, I don't believe that the rose knows this.
もしカナリアに意識があるとしても、カナリア自身は歌うために生きているとは思っていないでしょう。
And I don't believe a canary believes its purpose to sing.
けれど人間から見れば、バラの生命の目的は咲くことにのみ存在するかのごとく思えるし、
But from the eyes of a human, it might appear that the only purpose of a rose is to blossom.
カナリアの一生の目的は美しく歌うことにのみ存在するように思えてしまう。
Similarly, from the eyes of a human, it might appear that the only purpose of a canary is to sing.
きっと人間も同じなんですね。
It would appear that humans are probably the same.
多くの人は自分が恋するために生きているとは思っていないでしょう。
I imagine that many people don't believe that they are living for the purpose of loving.
けれど私から見れば、
But from my perspective,
人は恋するために、ただそれだけのために生きているように思います。
I believe they are mistaken. It would seem to me that the people only live to love.
そういうことなのかもしれません。
It could be that is how things are. The movements of the dolphins gradually began to slow. The music faded to a stop as the dolphin carousel continued to slow. Oh, is this it? I dismounted the dolphin and stood on the carousel. I wish we could have written just a little bit longer. But that was fun. Let's come ride these dolphins again sometime. That was a pretty deep conversation we just had, Sora? Out the dots. Sora was still riding her dolphin, not moving. What's wrong, Sora? She gonna say, is it possible for an AI to love? The dots. Aww. Man, they gotta play a sweet song too. Oh, that is what she's thinking, isn't it? Sora looked up absently. But there was nothing in the air where she was looking. Only the sprawling, dome-like ceiling of the dolphin carousel extending in all directions. She thinking that she's trapped here and she can never live a life like a human could live? Never sing like a canary, can never bloom like a rose? Sora?
ねえ、クラナリさん。
Hey, Kuranari-san. Sora was looking up into the empty sky.
私は何のために生まれてきたのでしょうか。
Why was I created?
私が生きていることの目的は一体何なのでしょう。
What is the purpose of me being alive? When the music stopped, the room was quiet. Different colored lights played off of the carousel. The light reflected a hint of sadness off of Sora's face. Oh, the dudes.
いえ、
I was just
ちょっと聞いてみたかっただけです。
curious about it. Sora laughed as if nothing had happened, got off her dolphin, and came up next to me. I didn't know what to say. What was her purpose? At that point, I just couldn't find an answer to that question. All I could do was turn my back to the dolphins and head toward the dark exit. As I did, I looked skyward, looking for a sky that wasn't there. Pygmalion. Alright, well, we know this one. I was really hard to wake up after falling back asleep. So is Pygmalion, representing Sora? Or is Pygmalion referencing Sora and Takeshi? The idea that the statue will never come alive, just like Sora can't ever. Oh, that makes me sad though! Oh, I don't want to think about that! Sugumi was probably always just pretending to be tough. Distancing people by saying awful things was one of her bad habits. The fact that she was eating meant that at least her body was determined to live. As long as she recovered completely, there would be no more problems. Hey, it's a good thing. I felt my chest relax in relief.
なんかほっとした顔してるね、タケピョン。
You just got a happy look on your face, Takepion? Oh, really?
すぐみんのことすっごく心配だったんだよね。
You were really worried about Sugumin, huh? Feeling so disparate made me want to conceal the truth. No, it's not that. I was just thinking that those sandwiches were pretty good after all.
本当？
Wow, really?
そっか、よかった。
Oh, good.
タケピョンのサンド、実はココが作ったのだっぴょ
Actually, I made a sandwich all by my very own self.
ん。あれはね、
You see? Coco, you are adorable.
秘伝のソースがたっぷりかかっているのだっぴょろん。
I use lots of my secret sauce.
マヨネーズとマスタードとカニ味噌と練りわさび。
Mayo, mustard, horseradish.
それから竜田揚げには塩コショウして醤油ちびっと垂らしてバターたっぷり塗って
And then some salt and pepper. And a dab of soy sauce. And lots of butter.
焼けたらシナモンとカルダモンとターメリックとナツメグとバニラエッセンスを混ぜ混ぜして振りかけて
Then when it was done, cinnamon and cardamom and turmeric and nutmeg and vanilla all shaken together and poured. Wow, that's a lot of stuff to put on a sandwich. I've actually been using a lot of turmeric in my cooking. I put it on my steak, I put it on my salmon, I put it on my eggs. I put it on almost everything nowadays because apparently, I don't know if it's called turmeric or turmeric or, God, what is it called? It may be called turmeric. I don't know, but I've been using it everywhere. See, it's a spice from India that supposedly is like super healthy for you.
それから
And then, what was it again? There's more?
七味とカレー粉とラー油となんかピピが見つけてきたチューブを適当にぬりぬりして
Allspice and curry and hot sauce and some tuna, something Pee Pee found. We used lots of that. Is there any actual tuna in this sandwich?
そこにすかさずレタスの千切りを間に挟む
And then we stuck the lettuce in between.
合成一緒なかなか見た目も綺麗だったっしょ
Magnificent, right? And pretty too.
ここ味見しなかったからちょこっとドキドキもんだったんだけど
I didn't actually taste it, so I was a bit nervous.
そっかあれ美味しかったんだ
But you said it was delicious, right?
じゃあ次の食事もココが作ろうかないいかな
Well, maybe I should make the next meal then. Oh, the duds. Nah, you don't have to do that. I'll keep doing the cooking. Otherwise, we're gonna run out of supplies in like an hour. Because you put like every single thing we own in this sandwich. Just listening to it was making my gut ache. Gathering my wits, I went to the bench where you and the kid were sitting. Coco and Pepe trotted along behind me.
Hey, you. Sora wa doko ni itta no?
Hey you, where did Sora go?
何か脱出の手がかりがないかどうかもう一度調べてくるって言ってた
So, all that stuff about the sandwich, by the way, weren't things that we saw before. Let's see here. The microphone. Oh, this is when we left in the middle of the night. So I was meeting Sora. Yes. I was just meeting Sora. I try to be as honest as possible.
ほほ
Oh, well, I went for a walk and ran into her. I was awake, so we jogged this Woodstock together.
ジョギングって感じじゃなかったよ。慌てて走ってた。
It did sound like jogging, more like you were running.
音が結構響いてたから。
The sound really echoed. Well, you know Sora, she can run so fast, I had to hurry just to keep up.
足速いも何も空って走れるの
Forget fast, Sora can run? Oh, the dots. Well, let's not get into details, kid.
いた。
Ouch! I cut him on the head.
わかったよ。
Alright, alright.
そうだよプライバシーの侵害だぞ
Yeah, that's invasion of privacy. Well, listen, you're the one who started this the old reporter act.
あれそうだっけ
Oh, me? She stuck out her tongue. Aw. No one seemed inclined to question me further, so that solved that. Everyone milled around the rest area. Okay, that literally was like one line I think I skipped. I felt the energy drain on me. I wasn't tense, but I wasn't relaxed either. I was just tired. I sat quietly thinking. When I couldn't sleep, I've been pondering all sorts of things about Tsugumi, about Sora. Sora made me think about all kinds of questions. What was love? What were people? What was the meaning of life? What was she herself? She was more worried about things than I was. I didn't know the answers. The stress of so many unknowns was starting to get to me.
であるからして
And here we have the story for Pygmalion. As for me, are we gonna voice disagreement this time? No, we are not. We're gonna be much better about this. But first, let's check context. She just told her story, right? Finally finished with the long story. You pinched her skirt and curtsied. Yeah. So last time we disagreed that the story was nice. This time we're gonna say that was happily ever after because hopefully we can live happily ever after with Sora, I assume? Right, happily ever after. I applauded with them. Never knew you knew so much, you. Well, she drew up proudly.
こういう神話民話逸話関係はそれなりに詳しいのよね私
I know a little bit about myth and folklore. She raised a finger in front of her face, looking demure.
このピグマリオンの話はね
The story of Pygmalion.
望んで願い努力を怠らなければそれは叶うというそのことを言い表してるのよ
Sorry, I thought you were done. My bad. Shows that if you hope and ask and persevere, your wish will come true.
魂込めて作った彫像を本気で愛しいつか言葉を返してくれると信じたからこそピグマリオンの願いは叶ったんだから
His longing was answered because he put his heart into a sculpture and loved her, believing that she would speak to him one day.
そうなんだ。
So that's it.
ほへ
Wow.
あちょっと話は変わるけどローゼンタールという人が唱えたクラナリは夜
Alright, so we had the Pygmalion fact to explain.
もう合ってるんだっけ
Kieran, did you already see Tsugumi when she woke up last night? Well, yeah. Being asked forced me to remember the night before. Tsugumi saying I don't want to die. I want to die. But then she'd eaten 3 sandwiches. If she would just recover. Wait up, you. You knew that I'd seen Tsugumi?
うん
Yep.
今朝ね空からちょっとだけ聞いたよつぐみの容態と慌てふためいたクラナリの走りっぷりをね
I heard from Sora this morning about Tsugumi's condition and your panicked running.
少年が言ってた夜の非常階段ダッシュその理由はつぐみなんでしょ
That midnight emergency steakhouse stash the kid was talking about, the reason was Tsugumi, right?
Alright, you listen here. A minute ago you were pretending to be a reporter trying to get me to tell you. Why do you ask about something you already know?
あら、いつまでも誤解を招くような態度をとっているあなたが悪いのでございますのことよ。
It's your fault for trying to be so mysterious. Hee.
Ah, you little.
I hate to admit it, but she had taken me for a ride, and I had no comeback.
So, how do you think Tsugumi's doing? Aren't you worried about her?
あ、なんかごまかしてるわよこの男。
He's trying to change the subject.
Ah, shut up. You know something, just say it already.
救護室の医療用コンピューターのデータはレミが常に監視してるはずだから。
Well, Lemmy is always watching over the infirmary's medical computer data.
そのレミが何も報告してこないってことは、つぐみはちゃんとおとなしく寝てるんじゃない？
Since Lemmy hasn't alerted to us anything, it means that Tsugumi is probably sleeping peacefully.
Well, that's a relief.
We reached the infirmary. Okay.
花束でも持ってくればよかったかな。
That was weird. It, like, paused, but then nothing happened, and then I could skip. Weird transition there. Anyway, is she gone? An AE has gone down to Druid stock. Komachi-san is slowly moving past the isolated sector. Okay, so you can only enter and exit the sector using AE. So if you just wait a little.
We can't let her be out there. What if her injury gets worse? Why couldn't she just stay in bed?
あ、クラナリ。
Hey, Kiranari.
クラナリさん。
Kiranari-san. I left him there and ran out. She was always acting tough, but I figured she was bawling by now, and that her leg would be killing her. She'd gone so far that she probably couldn't get back even if she wanted to. Maybe she was regretting it. What I really wanted to do was get in a couple of good wisecracks and pay her back for all the hard times she'd given me. But I also felt a little sorry for her. The doors opened. Yeah? Okay. Alright, well that's really weird. The game just like completely froze momentarily, but alright. You know, this game's run really smoothly so far, so can't fault it. The stale air of the isolated sector on the 3rd floor flowed into my lungs, and I thought to proceed gently. I wanted to handle the conversation correctly. Oh, the dots. She stood up slowly and looked my way.
You, looking for something?
Yeah, we know what she's doing. She's trying to find her, Chami, right?
別に？
No, not really. She stepped back as if she was keeping watch over me. I could tell that she was agitated. She hadn't expected to see me. Her gaze didn't fix on anything. Her eyes kept flitting to the pipes behind her. Her gaze, it bothered me.
What's behind you?
ない。
Nothing.
何にもない。
There's nothing behind me.
Really?
I casually tried to angle around so I could see the pipes behind her.
来ないで。
Don't come near me.
近づかないでよ。
Don't get close.
What?
She changed position. She didn't want me to go behind her. Listen.
Listen.
Searching for a way to reach her.
I just came out of basic human decency. It's not like everyone's happy about the way you keep doing things. Because my injured friend, something went missing. Well, that's why. Of course I came looking for you.
仲間。
Friend. Her expression grew more and more severe.
Alright, I get it. So unbelievably selfish.
I thought about pretending to raise my fist, but didn't do it. Oh, the dots. Even if I did, she probably wouldn't flinch.
Ugh! Believe me, I don't want to be friends with someone like you.
どいて。
Move. I moved aside. Give me a glance. She moved toward the door, dragging her foot. She was moving awkwardly, still dragging her left foot. So weird how there's a lot of things we could skip, but then it stops. but it only lasts for like 3 lines, and then we get a new text box that we can't skip, and then we can skip again. That was like a really disjointed part. I wonder what causes that. Like, what choices make it so that, you know, a single text box is different in a section. Ooh, hello! Look at the top of the screen. Takeshi Three Paths to Sora. Don't remember that chapter at all. At last, we reached the 3rd floor. What is going on here, by the way? So we're with Sora. Until she wants to tell us, we shouldn't press for information. Maybe I got a little too close to her boundaries. Boundaries she didn't want invaded. Whatever feelings and reasons she didn't want us to know about. Was that why I was warned, harassed, and pummeled? If I thought about it that way, it made more sense. Well, maybe so. Maybe I came down too hard. Alright, so, Sora and Takeshi are talking about Tsugumi. At last, we reached the 3rd floor. I had heard from Sora that you and the kid were holed up in the central control room because she wanted to figure something out. She said that Coco and Pepe had gone off somewhere on a walk. I wonder where they went. When I asked Sora that, she put her finger to her lips and smiled.
各自自習時間ってことでいいんじゃありませんか?
Shall we say individual study time? 51 minutes after midnight. We were the only ones in the conference room. Study time. Sora turned over the observation limit to the automatic limit control system for a few hours. That would ensure Tsugumi and you some privacy. And give Sora a break too. So there she sat in a chair in the conference room looking at the whiteboard. I stood at the whiteboard, dry marker in hand, playing Professor. A private lesson, one-on-one. Ooh, you go Takeshi. The reason we started that was Koko-chan and Kid-san were giving rave reviews of Tanaka-san's speech. What was it like? I asked her, but she wouldn't tell me. Kiranari-san, do you know? Well, yeah, but it's not like I had the whole thing memorized. I know, I'll give you a lecture just as good. No, better than yours. And that was how it all started. The title of my lecture was The Psychology of Love. I was playing to the crowd, but I hadn't decided what I would talk about. It was all ad-lib. Well, let's see. When is your birthday, Aganasaki-kun? I would just choose a random starting point.
倉成さんどうしたんです急に
Kiranai-san, what do you... No. I wagged my finger in front of my face, then... Aganasaki-kun. I said that while pointing at Sora. Professor Kiranari. I said and pointed at myself. It's like a caveman. You understand, okay?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. She nodded.
倉成先生
Professor Kiranari. Very good. Once again. When is your birthday, Aganasaki-kun?
レミは1992年9月16日から開発が始められました
Development of Lemmy started on September 16, 1992. Oh, come on, developers. You should have made that September 17th. Why did you not have a 17 there?
プロトタイプが完成したのが2000年の10月です
The prototype was finished in October of 2000.
空 RSD システムが稼働を始めたのはそれから11年後の4月
Actual operation of the Sora RSD system began in April 11 years later.
ですので私は2011年4月2日生まれということになります
Which means that I was born on April 2nd, 2011. Aww. Again, developers, you should have been born on April 1st. I mean, that would have been perfect. I actually have a sister who was born on April 1st. So, I mean, it would have been a great day to have been born. And yes, I know that, you know, whenever you're born on another, like, holiday, it always seems a little bit weirder than if you're not. But that's part of the fun, though. You know what I mean? Being born on April 1st, it's I mean, the whole point of April Fool's Day, after all, is to, like, you know, play tricks, but you play tricks on people you love because you want merriment and joy. You're not supposed to do it to be malicious. Or at least, hopefully, you're not doing it to be malicious. So I like to think of April Fool's Day as, like, you know, a happy day. And because it's my sister's birthday? Yeah, absolutely, you know? Make it happy, right?
2011. Oh my, what a very young student you are. Wait, you're only 6 years old?
いえ、私は24歳です。
No, I'm 24. Who's that character, in, Guilty Gear? Dizzy? Is it? Like, Dizzy's really young, because of the way she's designed? Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up later. If you know Guilty Gear history very well, though, let me know. I've only played, I think, one Guilty Gear game, and that was a long time ago. So I'm not super up to date on it.
Well, how's it?
理由はわかりません。
I'm not sure the reason myself. Maybe it's like dog years, sort of. Except, what is that, every 7 years? Maybe it's like half a dog year. So 6 times 3.5 would be, what, 21? Slightly off.
去年も一昨年も3年前も4年前もずっと24歳でした。
This year and last, even 3 and 4 years ago, I've been 24. You can't stay at 24, by the way. By the way, 24 is 17 plus 7. So another 17 reference.
生まれた時から私は24歳なのです。
I've been 24 since I was born. I don't know why 17 plus 7 means anything. I'm just saying, it for some reason, it just stuck out at me.
設定上の年齢ではありますが、
Of course, it's just my programmed age.
実際私は人間のように老いることはありませんから。
I don't actually age like humans do.
したがっておそらくこれからも永遠に24歳のままなのでしょう。
So I'll always be 24 eternally, I'm afraid. I had to admit, it would have been strange to hear her say, I'm 41, looking the way she did. They must have predicted that such a time would come and fix her eternally at 24.
Okay. I see. Then I shall accept that you are 24, Aganasaki-kun. Well, in that case, I think that you should learn the appropriate behavior for someone your age.
She cocked her head to the side, a little bewildered.
つまり私は今24歳らしくないということですか？
You mean that I don't seem 24 right now?
Well, yes, that is exactly my point. The average 24-year-old is, more, how can I say, has a bit more sparkle.
ギラギラですか？
Sparkle? Yeah, what are you talking about?
T ゾーンをもう少しばかりテカらせた方が現実味があるというご指摘でしょうか？
Are you saying that my face should be more shiny? Because she probably could do that.
No, that's not what I mean. 24 is when you start thinking about marriage.
Really? Because that makes me a little bit depressed now.
はあ、結婚ですか？
Marriage.
You become friends with someone at 24, then date for a few years, and marry around 26 or 27. Well, that's the key. Marrying into moolah.
白金税？
Mullah?
酵素の一種でしょうか？
Does that have to do with cows? Sora, never change, please.
No. I guess my reference was a little dated. Listen up, you're asking too many questions. Be quiet until your teacher stops talking. I'll take all questions at the end, alright?
Sora nodded silently.
Ahem. Now then, to go back to what I was saying. Sparkle means, well, it's a gleam in your eyes as you frantically search for the object of your affection. All, of course, is a preamble to getting married. Well, that is what I'm speaking of. Until 23, choose a man who will be an appropriate boyfriend. After 24, you choose a man who will be an appropriate husband. You might think that an appropriate husband would be the one who promises a bright future. But to borrow the words of the ancients, it all comes down to the 3 heights. High education, high salary, and high in stature. That would be the ideal individual. You think there's really guys like that out there? Well, if you're feeling greedy, you might also look for someone who's kind, handsome, and cares more about his family than his job. In other words, Yeah, right. You can search the whole world and never find a guy like that.
Aw, I like to think I'm a guy like that. I mean, I care more about my family and friends than... I don't really have a lot of friends, to be honest. But the ones I do have mean a lot to me. And I've made a lot of friends on this channel as well. And, you know, so this place, this community, it's really helping me grow as an individual. All the dots.
先生、血圧が上がっているようですが。
Professor, you seem upset.
Sorry, it's a little traumatic. Ahem, excuse me. So because of all that, the 24-year-old woman can be a very severe creature. Clever and calculating. And in order to bring down her prey, she must have the social skills of a little devil. Do you understand?
All the dots. She cocked her head. I want to sigh, but I pulled myself together to make a declaration.
Well, perhaps it's better if you put this theory into practice. Well, let's try it.
はい、倉成さん。
Alright, Kiranari-san.
It's Professor.
倉成先生、なんとかやってみます。
Yes, Professor Kiranari. I will try my very best.
No. Well, that kind of talk is a no-no.
は
Huh?
Not, yes, I'll try my very best, but more, you know, devilishly, coquettishly.
Coquettishly? Coquettishly. What the heck is the word coquettishly? Hold on. I need to look this up. Hold on. What is coquette? I can't even spell this. Coquettish. Alright, coquettish. It's an adjective. Behaving in such a way as to suggest a playful attraction, flirtatiousness. Okay, well that makes sense based on the context of our conversation. So she needs to be more flirty and devilish.
1, 2, 3, go.
んなもん急にできるわけねえだろ。ぶっ殺すぞ、てめえ。こら、コケっこ、パタパタ。
Oh, alright, let's try to do this without laughing. The heck? If I could do something like that right away, I'll kill you, you bastard! Blah, blah, blah! Oh my god! And look at her. Look at the picture of how she's reacting to that. Ah, so good. Oh man, I can't wait to hear his expression from this.
No, that's all wrong. Well, that's not devilish, it's downright demonic. Well, that's not coquetry, that's poultry.
Oh my god. I want to hear her say this again just because. Sorry, this is just too good.
んなもん急にできるわけねえだろ。ぶっ殺すぞ、てめえ。こら、コケっこ、パタパタ。
Coquetto, papagaga. This is why I love to play games. I mean, they're just so good and just what can I say? They put a smile on my face.
最初から難しすぎますよ、先生。
Professor, that is a bit too difficult for me to start with.
Really?
そうですよ。
Yes.
Alright then, how about you go start by not speaking so formally?
はい、そういうのがいいです。そういう簡単なのが。
Yes, something like that will be better. Something easier.
Using the same example? Yes, I will try my very best. A casual conversation, this would be sure. I'll give it a try.
うん、やってみるよ。
Sure, I'll give it a try.
See, you can do it if you try.
Sora's face lit up with a smile.
なんだか面白いですね。もっと教えてください。
This is interesting. Please teach me more. Her eyes shone.
Ah, this is like so fun. Now you try.
なんか超面白い。
This is like So fun. We did that for several hours. All the dots. All the double dots. All the triple dots.
Alright, the time has come to see the fruits of your labor. Go forth, my prize people.
Oh, God, so good. Coco and Pippi were jumping up and down in the rest area. Oh, great. Alright, let's see this in action. Oh, Sora-san.
ねソラさんソラさんすぐに見かけなかった
Hey, Sora-san, Sora-san, did you find Segumi?
えつぐみ見てないけど
Huh? Segumi? I haven't seen her.
そんなことよりさココ誰かいい男紹介してくんない
Anyways, Coco, don't you know any cute guys you could hook me up with? Oh my Oh, I think I'm 17 has broken your FlightlessBird. Oh.
この前のコンパがマジ最悪で
The guys at this party last week were like such losers.
そら長男ばっかセットすんじゃねえよとか思ったし
I was like, I'm sick of elder sons, man. I want something fresh. I said ever 17 might have broken FlightlessBird, but I think FlightlessBird has broken Sora.
しかもそこらの飲み屋でさ割り勘とかさせようとすんの
And then they wanted to go Dutch.
嫌でも盛り下がるっつうのね
Can you believe it? It's like total junk. That's exactly what I'm thinking, Coco. All the dots. Oh, I think we broke Coco now. Coco burst into tears. Oh, now we broke Pippi. Oh, we're in so much trouble. Pippi let out a terrified growl.
な何よ
What's the matter?
何がそんなに気に入らないわけ
You don't like my new way of talking.
ちょっとどうしたのよ
Hey, what's going on? You came running.
あなんだ言うじゃない
Oh, hey, it's you.
最近メール来ないんだけど何超忙しいわけ
I haven't heard from you for like forever, girl. What are you like? Busy like a bee or something? I think we're both here now.
どうしちゃったのそら
What's happened to you, Sora?
何ビビった顔してんのよ
What are you looking all scared for?
まったくかったるいわよね仕事なんてさっさか終わらせてさ
Really? How not cool? Hurry up and put an end to your work then.
クラブとかどっか夜通し遊べるとことか行きたくない
You wanna go clubbing or something? Don't you like just wanna stay out all night? All the dots. Kionari, did you do this? So, due to the outcry, so went back to talk like her original self. Considering I don't think I can top this moving forward, I think we should probably stop here. All of you, all so very much, my friends. Thank you for everything. And until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter. You are brilliant and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.